Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Can you believe we are already in March? We are in the third quarter of 2025. Wow. Wow. But we're here. We thank God that we made it because we know that there are some people who did not. So we thank God that we are here on this third quarter of 2025 into March. Welcome, 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 welcome. My name is Tawanna Russell Craig, and I am a transformational speaker and a transformational coach. And my goal is to help you to move, to get unstuck, and to get you to your next chapter. This is On My Way, my car chronicles. And I've been forgetting to say that, but if you didn't read the headline, it says On My Way, my car chronicles. So I've been doing this for a few months, talking to you on my way to work. And sometimes it may not be on my way to work. It could be on my way to someplace else. But it is my car chronicles. And here we go. March is Women History Month. And when I thought about Women History Month, then I did a video and I said that I wanted to talk about women in history for this month. And I wanted to do a series. Last week I did a series on Pivot with Purpose, the 5 principles of pivoting. And if you feel so inclined, you can go back and watch last week's videos. Also, I put it on YouTube, and so it's out there for the world to see. And I hope it blesses someone. But when I saw that it was Women History Month, I said to myself, and myself said, maybe you should talk about women in history. And not just the women in history who are famous, per se. People who have been in the headlines, per se. People who people feel have done amazing things and the world knows about it. I felt that I wanted to talk about, as they say, the unsung heroes. Those women in history who you may not hear about unless someone tells you about them, right? They're not going to be on TV. They're not going to be plastered all over the news. They're not in movies. They're not in films. They're not entertainers. They're not singing your favorite songs. They're just not. But they're doing some amazing things out there that if no one told you about it, you wouldn't know about them. So I decided for my platform for this month that I wanted to highlight some of women in my history, right? Women who have done some amazing things in my life. And I wanted to interview them. Some of them I may not interview because they may not like being on camera, but I will talk about them, right? Some of them are gone. And so, of course, we can't have them on camera. But I wanted to start my Women in History off with one of the most important women in my life. One of the most important women who have made an impact on my life. And I don't know if I told her enough. And hopefully I can go back and find the poem that I wrote for her. And it just simply says, enough. Did I do enough? Did I tell you that I loved you enough? Did I hug you? Did I kiss you enough? And so that person is my mom, Essie Russell. Now she went by so many names because she's no longer with us. But they called her Granny, Gigi, Weak Mom, Mama Essie, Miss Essie. She did not have a middle name, but some people called her Essie Mildred or Essie May, Miss Russell. She was called so many different things, but she was just simply mom to us, to the 5 of her children. She was mom, and she wore that title well. Can I tell you? She wore that title well. My mom was an amazing woman. We were born, all of us were born in Paris, Texas. And our dad, L.B. Russell, they were married, had 5 children in Paris, Texas. Now, Paris, Texas is a little town, and some of you may not have heard of it, Google it. But we were all born there, and for reasons out of her control, she had to move to Los Angeles. And the woman she was, and I'll tell her story because I'm not embarrassed about it, because she did what she had to do to take care of her children. Most of you know, and I love my dad, that my dad was an abusive person. And my mom had to leave in order to save her life and to save his life, point blank, period. And so she moved to Los Angeles, but at the time she couldn't take all 5 of us with her. But she came out here, she worked her butt off in order for her to get a place for all of us to live. It took her 2.5 years to get all 5 of us out here with her. So for those 2.5 years, I'm giving you a little snapshot that we were all kind of with different family members until my mom was able to do that. But once she did that, we were together for the rest of her life. We have all been out here in Los Angeles together. And we took care of my mom when she was ill, because you know why? She took care of us. She absolutely took care of us. She took care of them grandbabies. She took care of them grandbabies. My mom, my mother is a great woman in history. And I needed to tell somebody that. And I was the last of those Russells. We were called the Russell girls. We have one brother though, but if you're at church, it was those Russell girls. And so I was the last of the Russells. I am the baby of the bunch. And if I tell you, having her as a mother, I mean, the things that she taught us, the things that she said, the little phrases that she would say, I say them now, and it is so funny because it's like, oh my God, I'm hearing my mother. I'm hearing my mother. In some of the words that I say, or the phrases that I say, or I told my family that I was going to start asking them some of their favorite things that Granny said to them. And we were going to put it in a book so that we can pass it down from generation to generation, so that those who did not get to meet this remarkable, amazing woman will be able to feel her in some kind of way, right? And so we are going to put together that little book, and we are going to be able to pass it down to generation, so that they'll know who Essie Russell, who Granny, who Mom, who Gigi, who Essie Mildred, who Essie Mae, who Miss Essie, who Mama Essie, who she was to all of us, because she was a super terrific, amazing woman in history. And for those of you who met her, you know. For those of you who didn't meet her, you missed a gem. You really missed an amazing woman. And so today, I know that I'm missing some things that I wanted to say about her, but I hope you feel it. I like when I'm talking that you can actually feel and see my story, right? See this story. I don't think she was over 5 feet, maybe 5'1", to give her that. But she was this short person, but big in personality and big in stature. She let you know that she was there. And baby, don't mess with her kids. Don't mess with her kids. And when them grandbabies came along, don't mess with her grandbabies. We used to tell her, oh, when them grandbabies came along, your kids became chopped liver. But we know she loved us. She showed us all the time that she loved us. So taking care of her was not an issue for us, because we gave back the love. The love that she gave us, but I don't think that we could ever show or give her as much love as she did for us. She was an amazing woman. She was an amazing woman. So today, I salute Essie Russell, my mother, the mother of those Russell kids, of those Russell kids, the mother of Pamela, the Russell of Brenda, the Russell, because we all Russells, the mother of Pamela, the mother of Brenda, the mother of Vanessa, and the mother of Larry, and the mother of me, Essie Russell. We thank you. We salute you. You are and was an amazing woman in history. Thank you for loving us the way that you did. I encourage you all to honor someone today, someone this month that may not get the spotlight that they so deserve. Please do that, okay? But until then, have a super terrific, amazing day on purpose, because I will be watching, because we support those who believe they could but struggle with if they should. And baby, the transformation will be televised. You guys have a great day and honor those women in history.